The light fades. The shouts of victory of your companions fade with it. And once again, you wake up alone in a wagon. You stretch your neck. You always wake up so sore. Despite the fact that your companions carry most of the load, you still feel the stress, the strain of every one of these loops. But with that comes a feeling of being alive. Perhaps the only person who still is conscious of that. Ahead, the Crossroads. Its familiar signs, its cheery lantern lighting the way. Perhaps something new this time. There's one member of the Crossroads that you've yet to travel with. Perhaps in him lies the secret. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Lokiorn, and we are back in Darkest Dungeon 2. And as I just suggested, we are taking out Al-Hazred, the occultist, for the first time. So I will admit I have played very little with the occultist, as evidenced by the fact that I have exactly none of his skills unlocked. And I will say that is probably a mistake on my part. I know there are people that like the occultist, but just compared to the other heroes, he never really appealed to me. But it's time. And I've got a good formation with the help of Killer Mitko again. They recommended this formation as a good possible attempt. And first of all, let's meet our occultist, Al-Hazred. He has the Warlock occultist path. Those beyond the veil hear my calls and obey. Wow. This is... I've heard of this path. I obviously haven't experienced it. Minus 33% max HP. So our occultist does not have a lot of HP, but those range skills plus 50% and a turn start chance of unchecked power. So Abyssal Artillery, more powerful. Weakening Curse and Daemon's Pull. All, well, I guess Weakening Curse doesn't actually do damage, but Abyssal Artillery and Daemon's Pull, both more powerful. Sacrificial Stab, less powerful. And let's check his skills. So, Stun when self is unchecked power 2. So if we get 2 unchecked power, which we have a 33% chance of just getting us at a turn start, we can stun. I think that's stun the enemy. I hope it's not stun ourselves. Yeah. 100% chance to crit heal when we have greater than 2 unchecked power. So definitely some potential, and we're going to put him where he belongs in the 4th rank. He has Hatred of Cosmic. That's a very good trait to have. Definitely not bad, but Torn Rotator Cuff we're going to want to get rid of because he's clearly going to be a damage dealer, so negative damage is not what we're playing for. Next up, a familiar face, Paracelsus, who is an apprentice with Plague Grenade mastered, you say. Well, ooh la la, this is already shaping up to be a very strong run. And I think we'll put Paracelsus into the 2nd rank. She is Calm. Chance to just... So she basically has 25% stress resistance and sprained ankle for 15% movement resistance. We don't care at all about that. But that's a very sweet upgrade to get just right off the cuff. So this run is already feeling great. Next up, the Highwayman. He is a wanderer. He's got nothing. Hates the swine. Bit of a neat freak, though. Since he's in the 2nd rank, we can think about using point blank shot. We might have an opportunity. What would we give up for point blank shot, though? Maybe tracking shot? I don't know. Lots to think about. We'll leave his base kit in for now. Maybe we'll swap tracking shot for point blank shot and see if we can find a way into it. But I think Dismas might be just playing his role. And then finally, the Hellion, Boudica, creating the formation. If it bleeds, it leads. Because every character here has some form of bleed. Incision, bleeding your own guys with word reconstruction, open vein, which unfortunately is bad. And then the Hellion we know has bleed skills, but I can assure you we don't care about them. We're going to just set her up as we usually do. And she is thick-blooded and sworn off the bottle. That's probably a good idea. All right, let's get rolling. So, thinking about this formation in a macro sense, the first three characters, Hellion, Highwayman, Plague Doctor, we're very familiar with. And then the addition of the occultist makes this kind of an interesting formation. There is a lot of healing in this formation. Word reconstruction and battlefield medicine plus Boudica's self-healing. This formation has quite a bit of health generation in it, which is definitely not a bad thing. As we step in and see our first trinkets here, and thinking about the recent trinket tier list, those are garbage. Get rid of the Infernal Flame. That's not going to happen either. Let's put these on somebody and get going. But yeah, so very high health regen with all of the skills I mentioned. Also incredibly high damage output. Howling End, Dismas critting, Paracelsus with Blight, Bleed, and Magnesium Rain in this formation. And Alhazred, now granted he's a Warlock, so his damage is a lot higher than normal. But I don't think the Occultist's damage is bad. And he also has the added benefit of Vulnerability Hex, which gives, which I believe gives, I'm pretty sure gives a vulnerable token. Okay, it's just 2 for, alright, whatever. But, you know, with plus the addition of vulnerability, or, no, it's Weakening Curse. I must be thinking of a different skill. Weakening Curse, providing weaken and combo tokens, so he's got a bit of debuff as well. I mean, the only real problem we have right now is he's got 23 health. So this video should be coming up materially after my tier list video. So, you know, here's one of those scenarios where a straight line tier list is never going to capture the full kind of breadth of the game. Max HP trinkets, I primarily ranked in the C tier, C or B tier, as just not being very good. Max HP not being a stat I think is worth stacking. The exception to that is when you've got something like Occultist, where like his HP is so low that just moving it up a little bit is a pretty material improvement. Getting him up to say 30 would be quite powerful, but let's see this formation in action. Well, we'll set up point blank shot here in case we get the opportunity, but I don't even know we're going to get the opportunity here. Looks like our biggest problem right now is that the Occultist can't really hit the front rank. Well, we tried to avoid that damage and stress. Alright, Unchecked Power. Empower certain skill, 33% chance per token of burn at the start of each round. So he can do nothing. So we'll shift him, because that's all he can do. And then, I mean, wow, point blank shot didn't kill. What a world we live in. I mean, he's just dead to the bleed, so we'll reform our formation, because why not? But yeah, I mean, that fight isn't a very good test of what this formation's going to be doing, because our Occultist basically didn't get to do anything. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this formation plays out. I'm going to be trying to hit Mastery Shrines and start on unlocking the rest of the Occultist's abilities. But I'll be point blank on it. I don't really know how the Occultist plays, so this is going to be fun. I'll get to learn live here. Thankfully, the rest of the formation is pretty self-explanatory, so I think we can carry it through. Do we need any healing? No, so Stale Bread can go. Traveling Herbs and playing cards. We'll just play them all here. That seemed like a pretty good playing cards here. So 1, 3, 3. Do. All right. So really not a lot to write home about in terms of relationships just yet, but we're getting there. Pipeweed is pretty good for a single tick, though. I wonder if Meditative Totem plus Knotted Rope would be better. Yeah, let's buff our damage early on here. All right, who had Torn Rotator Cuff? Was the Occultist, right? Yeah. Sprained Ankle and Neat Freak we don't care about. Resolution and Braggart I very much don't care about. So let's try to get rid of... Damn, we didn't get rid of it. And then I suppose... Strength tokens. Ooh, unyielding. Wow. Man, our Dismas is a battleship right now. He's going to hit like a freight train. And first mastery point isn't really very controversial. It's got to be toe-to-toe. Oh, something I didn't talk about in the formation. Stress healing. Stress healing is going to be our weakness in this party. With the nerfing of Ounce of Prevention, all we have for stress healing is Raucous Revelry off the Hellion and crits off of the Highwayman. So not very good stress healing. So I basically didn't sum it up. So let me sum it up here. Extremely high healing potential with the Occultist and Battlefield Medicine and the Hellion self-healing. Extremely high damage output, through the roof damage output, but very weak stress healing. But I think it might be good enough. So that's the formation. Let's slot in our Wainwright here. And let's see where we're heading. So, fight no more than one resistance encounter for 3 mastery points. Wow. That is a lot of mastery points. But we tend to get a lot of mastery points. I want to head into the Sluice. Dismas is very strong in this Sluice. And I think this is an opportunity to play around with some good fights and really test out this formation. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Help the algorithm know that I make content you like to watch. And tune in next time as we head into the Sluice with If It Bleeds, It Leads. Till then, see ya.